You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. My first guest, he is a prosthodontist, and he says nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. In his office, you can literally walk in with no teeth, and on the day of the actual procedure, you can walk out with a brand new set of teeth that don't come in or out. And we're talking about dental implants today with Dr. Antoine Sayegh. Dr. Sayegh, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Randy.
Now, I know you brought a lot of photos, so we'll get to as many of those as possible. Now, for people that don't know your practice, like who's the typical dental implant patient?
Well, dental implant patients really looking at two categories. The ones that are struggling right now and they feel they are on the verge of losing their teeth. They are afraid, and sometimes they're afraid to come to the dentist because they know if they go there, they're gonna tell them, we're gonna take out your teeth.
Yeah.
And that's not good news. Okay. Imagine like once a smile, now smile less. One group are the people who are already dentures, and they lost their teeth and they have dentures and they're struggling with them. The other group are people about to lose their teeth and they feel like their teeth are loose, they badly broken, they have a fear that to lose them, and they're looking for a solution. They're looking for the help. So when they come to us, it's a big step they made. They were hiding, they were afraid. Now they made the first step, which is great because that's what started. The whole trip and the whole process started with the encouragement to move towards a solution. Okay. We have the solution today.
Now, we said at the top of the show, nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. You believe that?
I believe so.
Like they should all be attached to something.
You know what? First to start with, we are trying to disallow losing teeth. Now for the ones that they lost or the ones that they have those unusual circumstances they had to lose their teeth, we got a solution today. 20 years ago, we didn't have that. So if we have the solution, I don't think somebody should really carry a regular denture because there are a lot of bad, negative disadvantages of using a denture without support in the foundation. Dentures are a piece of plastic that sits on top of your gum. And every time you bite on it, guess what? You're gonna press on your gum. The more you press, over time, the bone underneath will disappear. So we were having in the beginning that amount of bone, now we start shrinking. Now we are at the point we have trouble because that denture that I worn it for all my life, it doesn't fit anymore. And all the reline that we did, nothing really works. Still the sore spot coming off. I can't chew certain food now. I'm embarrassed to talk because they come loose and people look at me and go, oh, what's going on with this guy? Well, why? We live in a life that is very fast paced.
Okay.
And everything goes fast. Randy, a few years ago, I was 20 years old. Now I'm no longer 20. But guess what? I can live the life of 20 years old back again if I'm missing my teeth. Because there's a solution for it.
You get your teeth back.
Teeth back. You don't know the value of those because you never lost your teeth. You have beautiful teeth.
Okay. So I take it for granted.
But your dad did. And your dad can tell you the story. He used to wear a denture.
I told you that, yes.
But no longer wearing a denture. Why? Because he's got teeth now on implant.
Yes.
So he can tell you his experience. He can tell you how bad it feels when you don't have teeth in your mouth. You don't know the value of your teeth till you lose them.
So are there a lot of people in Glendora that have dentures, like your practice is in Glendora?
Well, definitely. There's a lot of people, not only in Glendora, it's all over the world. It's all over the country. There's millions of people don't have. That's why you see all the commercial about denture adhesive on TV.
So this program hits 25 million people. Would you say there's at least 1 million people that potentially could watch this?
A lot more. I see the commercial about the sticky like stuff that they put in denture adhesive. There's no use for it anymore. Why should you put something sticking on your palate or on your jaw, on your gum, and feel yucky? And all what it's doing is holding the denture for you. There's something better to hold the denture for you.
So if there's so many denture wearers, why aren't they then all coming in for dental implants? What's your take on that?
Well, to get to the dentures, they've gone into all these cavity preparations, crown and bridges, gum treatment. They've gone through all of this and spent a lot of money on this, and then eventually everything is gone, and now they feel miserable. Why? Because they're losing teeth. They lost their teeth, they got the denture. Now, after getting the denture, why should I come to the dentist?
So they don't go to the dentist?
Well, they seldom, they come in when they need a reline. And what it means, reline. What is the denture change? No, the denture doesn't change. Yes, maybe get older, get stained, but guess what changed? It's the bone, the foundation that hold them. The bones shrink, then the dentures start coming loose.
Okay.
And they tell me, they come and
Interesting.
say, well, Dr. Sayegh, can you do a reline? They learned it. They know it. They put a little liner, make them nice, tight fit again. It's like a brand new shoe. It becomes tight, right? Well, but that's a temporary treatment. So these denture people, they are very afraid of the dentist. They already gone through all this dental work and all these procedures. They spend a lot of money, and they are a little bit disappointed.
Last thing they want to do is see you.
Exactly. They're
Do
afraid.
they say that? Do they say, hey, no offense, doctor?
Well, a lot
But
of
I don't
time,
like the
maybe
dentist?
they're not really directly, but you could tell, you know what, doctor, I enjoy going different places. Just fix my denture here. Just put me a reline, get me going. But the reality is they losing bone. And it breaks my heart when they get to a stage where I can't even reline that denture. Why? Because I lost all the bone that can hold these dentures.
Okay.
Therefore, my advocation here today in this show, I don't want you to go to that stage. I want you to win. I'm a winner. Randy, I'm a crazy winner. I love the Lakers
told me
when
you're
they were
competitive. You told me
I'm
that.
very competitive. Athletes and sports athletes, I admire those high performers. And to be honest with you, I look at a similarity between them and doctors. When you say doctor, there's doctors, there's doctor. But not every doctor is the same. Some doctors invest their time, money, and effort and go in seminar and go into training, and they put their blood and their life and their love into what they do.
Okay.
And these dentists excel. So those dentists cannot be in the same category as the other dentist who goes every weekend, 3 days on a boat, having fun, playing on the water, toys and stuff like that. And when the patient comes in, oh, okay, a tooth bothers you, let's get it out. They don't find permanent solution for these people.
Okay.
Why? Because they're not trained. So there
now
is a
you're a
reason.
specialist. I mean, you're a specialist.
Sure, I'm a
I mean, as a
prosthodontist.
prosthodontist, yeah.
Correct. I'm not only a prosthodontist.
Does it cost more to go to a prosthodontist
Not
to get this
necessarily.
done?
Actually, to be honest with you, because I get a lot of complex cases and a lot of cases who fail outside, they end up on my bench. I find it less expensive coming directly to the specialist.
Okay, makes sense.
Because if you do the right planning and the right analysis and the mechanic of getting those in the right location, very important, the right location, the right angulation, in the right bone, and get the right prosthesis on top, you'll win.
We had a conversation on the telephone, and I'm paraphrasing you a bit here, but you basically said when implants came along, they kind of reinvigorated your career, your life.
They got me off. A true story. My grandmother, she was 72 years old, and dental implants weren't really the reliable one at that time. We were experimenting, and she asked me to remove the lower remaining 6 front teeth, and I cannot refuse because I thought this is the only thing that's gonna hold the denture.
So earlier in your career as a prosthodontist.
I did. And she would not allow me. She said, I'm 72 years old. I'm old. How long I'm going to live? And she would refuse anything for me. So I ended up taking him out. Guess what?
You gave her a denture?
I gave her a denture.
Okay.
I had to. I didn't have choices because she wouldn't give me the option of restoring those teeth. But she lived to 88. 16 years of struggle. Her denture never made her happy because there's nothing to hold them. She lived on smoothies and most soft food, and she pretended, let's put it this way, that I'm eating okay. Guess what? The last 6 years, they were miserable to the point she never put the denture even in.
So if she were 72 today, how would that be different?
Oh.
Knowing what you know now.
Well, you know what, Randy? We live longer, don't we?
Yeah.
So why should we live long and be unhappy?
Okay.
If there is a solution that you can get back your smile, get back your ability to eat, and confidence that you can smile and be happy, why don't you do it?
So how old can you be to get this done?
Well, believe it or not, Randy, you'll be surprised. My oldest patient that I placed implant on was a 93 years old lady that came to me with referral from her medical doctor. She had loose teeth, broken. Really, she didn't have choices. The choice is either taking out the teeth and playing denture, but we looked at different options. We gave her a set of teeth supported by implant. She is a winner. She is a 103 years old now, believe it or not.
103 years old.
And living in Colorado. And I get a Christmas card every year from her, so I know she's still around.
So really, so it doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
So why would
No.
a 93-year-old want to get dental implants? Go through the process.
Well, Randy, come on, be fair. Why wouldn't she? She's a human being living, healthy, 93 years old. She deserves to eat and chew.
Okay, it's fair.
I mean, come on. Even 93 is the living person. Every day is a lovely day. You have to enjoy it.
and their whole life probably revolves around food at that stage.
Sure, sure. Healthy mouth lead to healthy body. Healthy mouth lead to healthy body. This is very
So
important.
she can eat whatever she wants.
She can eat everything. She is 103 today. She's still living. Tell me about this investment. This is the best investment.
So do you get people that are like in their 70s?
Oh,
and they
we
think,
get- we get-
they think they're too old?
Well, you know what? I have, coincidentally, let me tell you about a story, true story. A gentleman came with his wife, and the whole conversation came in, and the money came in, and they're looking into all the options. And then the men, started kind of refusing. I don't want to. I have dentures. I've lived with my life all with dentures. Why should I have now implant? And it's a waste of money. So the next thing I know, the wife looked at him. She said, honey, when it's time for you to leave this earth, you're going to take him with you. He looked at her, he froze. He's like, oh, that's an investment that you take with you. Well, you know, the funny story is in the beginning, he was refusing and he was like against it. And then
What, his wife was trying to talk him into it?
she wanted. She got sick and tired of dealing with his denture. He put
Like
him everywhere in the
complaining and-
house, and then he'll be eating, and then once he suddenly stop eating. And she looked at him and he said, well, my denture is hurting me, and I can't chew and eat. She wanted to get this story end. And as long as she got the answer from us that it is doable, all what she needed is, can he be a good candidate for a dental implant? We did the x-ray, we did all the diagnostic, and we proved to be that we have the right candidate. We did the work, and after we finished, guess what? He started promoting her to do her cosmetic work because he wants his wife to look better.
Okay.
And I told honey, yes,
So
you
he got
old,
a
but
full
your
set
teeth
of
look.
teeth, upper and lower.
He did.
No
And
more
he went
dentures
to
for that
back
guy.
full function. Yes, there was a complaint about adding weight, and I think that's a little dangerous part of dental implant.
'Cause you start eating more.
You start eating more. Then your appetite goes up, and then you start adding more pounds, and you have to be careful because, as you get older, you need to be picky more on the quality of food.
We're going to take a quick break. We come back, more about the dental implant process. You're watching The Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. We'll be right back.
I'm David Brubaker. I was referred here by my regular dentist when my upper teeth got to the point where the bridge would no longer function. I had no teeth left to fasten the bridge to, so it was come down to the fact that it was nothing I could chew with at all. So it was implants or dentures, and that was an easy choice. I'd been losing my teeth periodically for years, and it got to the point where, like I said, there was no teeth upper on either side to hold the bridge, and something had to be done. Well, he told me several alternatives, and I could tell by the way he looked at the x-rays and other exam information that this was going to be a long procedure, but he felt he could restore my smile and give me good teeth to work with. I have probably 7 or 8 implants, and all the rest have been recapped or restored in some manner by him. I can now eat different foods I couldn't even think of eating before. Hard foods, I couldn't wait to eat the first steak after he got done. It's outstanding.
You're watching The Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. And we are here with Dr. Sayegh, and he says nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. Dr. Sayegh, welcome back to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here.
So you brought some photos. What are we looking at?
Yes. Well, let's look at this lovely lady here. When she came to me, the tears were in her eyes. I mean, loose teeth on the bottom, upper denture that is loose, disappointed. She went to several dentists. She got several opinions. Everybody tried to run away from her. And she said, can you help me? So her options were just growing dentures. There's no way. Already the top one's failing because of poor made and the lack of bone support. The bottom ones, they were, as you see in the photo, they sticking up and they lose. Well, Randy, in her case here, we ended up doing a cosmetic denture on her that looks beautiful.
On the upper.
On the upper, and I was able to get some retention on that. And we really focused on the lower arch because really she couldn't put a partial, the teeth were loose. So the main drive into the treatment was the lower arch. So we took him out, we placed implants supported by fixed teeth. The solution was just amazing. When she comes to the office, she does not let anybody touch her, even the hygienist. She wants me.
Okay.
Because she said, you saved my life. You gave me back my chewing. You gave me back my look. Look at her photos.
So they get a full arch of teeth that don't come in and out.
Don't come out.
The only
bottom one.
So they just come in to get them clean and things like that.
Correct. Now, I'm really, my desire is to go to the top arch, which is we're looking at financial timing. Next to do. Because when you have a strong arch on one side, you need to have another strong arch opposing it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a denture on top versus fixed teeth on the bottom, that denture is going to really suffer and it's going to really make the bone more worse than before. So we need to jump on them as soon as possible and make equal pressure on each other's. Now, take a look at the after.
Nice.
The photo takes speak of itself. She's happy. She placed me a nice Yelp review. I mean, Yelp reviews are amazing.
You've got a bunch of Yelp reviews for sure. And these people, because I looked at your Yelp, and they're writing paragraphs.
I love
Yelp.
I love Yelp.
Are you telling them to do that?
Well, no. But you know what? Let me tell you, Randy, here, I love what I do. You can see that.
Okay.
And I put my heart and all my ability, all my experience, try to give them the best results. Those patients feel that. And they go and talk about it. Sometimes it's amazing. I work so hard on a single front tooth missing. And I go and restore it and get the color right and get the crown looks beautiful, like Hollywood smile, right?
Okay.
And I get beautiful words. Yeah, thank you. It was great, talking to you. And great to have your service. And they appreciate it. But guess what? That's not a life-changing experience. For me, the most drive that I get, the most feeling that I feel like being appreciated is the ones that they can chew, they couldn't eat, they look terrible, they couldn't smile. Look at the impact on their life. It's priceless.
Now you're a prosthodontist, so it does not surprise me that you probably think that the smile is the most important thing in the world.
Well, hey, let's be honest, it's very important. The smile is one of the very important things in life. Just to go over the stats, it proved to be that people who smile live longer than people who don't.
Okay.
Smile give you satisfaction, give you fulfillment. It gives the other party, the other people dealing with you, a more of peace and comfort. They feel more comfortable. Don't you feel more comfortable when you go to, let's say, to one of the department store and you get a customer service lady and she looked at you, what are you here for? Or, hi, Mr. Randy, how can we help you today? And give you that big sparkling smile. Come on, you're gonna feel like, hey.
You do see that. I was recently at the Ritz-Carlton. They're all smiling with their teeth, kind of like what you were describing. I was saying it is a big difference when you receive that.
A smile is better than words.
Okay.
Happiness. People who are not happy, they don't smile. It's always the smile related to happiness. People are judged by their smile. I mean, look at the movies, look at the things that you see on TV. By yourself, you're looking at a scene where they took somebody's tooth out and now the scene is the man without a tooth. The first thing your eye go to is that missing tooth. And you start saying, oh, that looks ugly. Oh, that looks uncomfortable. Well, people are judged by the way they look. And sometimes, you know what? That's what it takes to get a job. Don't ask me how many times people come to me and say, thank you for helping me get in the job.
Really?
Because they go there and they smile over there, they throw that big sparkling smile, and the person in front of them, they feel the peace and comfort and say, hey, I want to see everybody a person with smile here. I don't want to see the other one looking at me staring and don't show the teeth and just looking grumpy. Nobody likes that. Smile is such an emotional part of a human being. And guess what, for me, it's more than the smile, is when they start eating and getting their life back together.
And feeling good again.
Eating and chewing. I feel like sometimes people come to me and say, oh, just fix my front teeth because I want to make my teeth look good. And I say, okay, we're going to do that. Along with that, we're going to get you some teeth to chew with. They come back later and say, my God, I didn't know that I wasn't chewing food. Now I can chew food. I thought that I can eat well. You gave me everything. And the other way around too. People come and say, I can't chew. I don't care about the way I look. I don't want to spend money on my front teeth. Say, okay, but part of the work we do, it'll involve the front teeth and we're going to make them look better. Well, I'm not worried about the way I look.
All they care about is eating.
I want to eat. I want to get some eat. So once you fix them and they look good, hey, I got two for the price of one. I got to eat and I got to smile. So the fulfillment.
So you see personality change. You take somebody with no teeth, give them teeth again.
That's why you see those reviews, Randy.
Yeah.
Those people put me those big reviews. Nothing. It's not for no reason. There is a reason behind that.
Time for a couple more photos. What else are we looking at?
Yeah. Well, I got this lady here. This is a very interesting, a country music singer, who had the good life, had the good, career. Unfortunately, for some wrong things she done in her life, she lost the teeth, and she came to me with big problem. The dentures.
So she had dentures up her
Oh
nose.
yes. And it doesn't fit. The top one was not fitting. How can you sing? It was very embarrassing. Not even the glue helped him. So for her case here, there was no way to give her dentures. That's one of the reasons why she came to us. For her, actually, we ended up giving her a set of teeth supported by implants. And that was the solution for her.
Is that the picture on this after? That looks good.
Exactly. And now, some of the things she tells me, and she's not shy to say it. She's very outspoken. She say, I feel like kissing back again. And the husband, his eyes started getting bigger and bigger. It's like, hey, Ray, we hit the right spot here. So I think I was very excited for her. I'm very happy for her because she said that her singing ability went back. She feels like she's back young again. Look at the statement. Where can you get age back? To me, this is better than money. This is what drives me doing implant for people.
Are you ever surprised, what it does to someone's life by giving them their teeth
I
back?
don't. After 30 years of practicing dentistry and doing this and see them all the time, I'm anxious to get more people. So that's why we named our company implantasmile.com, because my purpose is implant smile everywhere for everyone who is not smiling. Well, funny story here. A lady sitting in a restaurant that's facing my office and talking to her friend and having lunch together, and she kind of expressed, while she eating, she expressed her inability to choose certain things, and she felt a little uncomfortable, but she shared that close friend and told her, well, I'm having a hard time with these dentures. And that lady looked at her, she said, look at this sign. It says implant. Why don't you give this guy a try? That lady wasn't even my patient, but she thought she's trying to help her. Okay. To make a long story short, she showed up and came in, and we did all the diagnostic.
Did she say I was sitting across the street?
She told me the whole story. She said, because the first thing we asked, we want to know where those people came from, whether it's referral from a dentist or through any of our other referrals. So she said that, is there a solution for me? And the minute I looked at her face, I felt like, oh boy, we got somebody whose life in need of teeth.
So you kind of get excited, like on a consult, like you know what's going to happen.
I'm on caffeine without caffeine, Randy. I swing in the house and in the office all the time. I love it.
That's so she's wearing upper lower dentures. I keep interrupting you, but
yes,
she's wearing upper lower dentures, and you tell her what?
Well, I said, we got a solution for you. She said, they told me there's no bone. I said, well, let's look at the diagnostic cast, let's look at the images, and let's see. Let's hopefully find out a way to get it done. Well, to make a long story short, with bone grafting, doing implants on the bottom, on the top, guess what? We got a winner here. And that lady, she is totally excited. I know she went beyond her ability to pay, because I remember the conversation that came with her daughter, and she told her, the woman told her daughter, well, I don't want to take all my saving. I want to leave some money so that, when I die, I'll leave you something. And guess what the daughter answered? Mom, I want you. I don't want the money. Don't think for me for this. I can work and make my own money, but I want you. I don't want to lose you. And that was such a powerful statement.
So what did you do for her?
Well, we did the implants on top, on the bottom, 2 sets of teeth, non-removable, which is fixed in the jaw. It was a thrill. To make a long story short, sometimes it makes a difference going to certain dentists versus certain dentists. I'm not saying I'm the hero. I'm saying is certain dentists have ability to do certain things, others don't. Go back to the athletes. What Kobe, LeBron, Magic Johnson
Some are just
can
better
do,
than others.
some people are
So in your
more
mind,
skilled than
so in your
others.
mind, are you thinking, boy, this woman is lucky she's found me?
Well, not lucky.
think
I
that
tell you,
in
I'm
your
lucky.
mind?
I'm lucky because
for
I
you.
got the pleasure to do that.
Oh, good. Okay.
Come on. I get excited for this. To me, it's a prayer. It's a prayer that I give somebody life back
Okay.
again.
Okay.
She's now back eating and chewing and feeling like her life is gained back.
Now, we need to mention, and we're short on time here, is that insurance, the best dental insurance doesn't cover this. Medicare, Medicaid doesn't cover dental implants.
Correct.
So what do you do?
Well, there's something called financing, Randy. People finance for cars, finance for house.
Are they financing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are several companies that give you very reasonable rate and easy payments. And all what you need to do is make the step and explore your credit. And my financing people will work out with everybody and they'll find always ways to get this through. Sometimes you might have to do them in stages. You know,
Okay.
do the lower arch and then next year or year after do the upper arch. We work with everybody.
Let's just suppose somebody's watching it in the two categories that you talked about. They're either, you can't save their teeth, so they're headed to dentures, or they're currently wearing a denture.
Correct.
So when they go in your office, what are their options when it comes to dental implants?
Well, there are several options, really, starting from the minimum, which is 2 implants supported by dentures, a snap in and out, or going for 4 with snap in and out. And sometimes you can do with 4 fixed that you can fix them to. And you can do 6. Always remember, more foundation, stronger prosthesis, longer term. It's like table with 4 legs versus table with 6 legs.
So 4 or 6 implants that you can give a full arch of teeth that don't come out.
Sure you can.
It's like having your own teeth?
Sure you can.
Okay.
Sure you can. Now the question here comes down to the cost on those versus the others. Each one category have different bracket of cost and different skills to have. And that's something we can work it out in the financing plans that we have.
Now, we really are out of time, but final message to somebody listening to this and they're going, I don't know. They're afraid to do it for whatever reason. What do you say to them?
Just grab the phone and call us. Call us or call the dentist that you feel is competent to deliver for
Do
you.
they always get to see you on these consults? And are they free consultations?
I'm always have a complimentary consultations, and you'll be surprised how much I invest in that consultation, even though I don't get paid for it, because I want to know exactly what you're looking for and tell you if I can deliver that or not.
I want to thank you for coming on the show. Great stuff. Great info.
Thank you.
They could go on your website, look at the Yelp reviews,
Sure.
look at the testimonials, and book an appointment.
Sure, the website got plenty of information for them.
All right, great info. Good energy, too. Thanks.
Thank you.
You've been watching The Wellness Hour. I'm Randy Alvarez for now. I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.